Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sideline Sedo here. Going to be looking at playing Matchmaker with football logos today. Got 20 Premier League teams, 30 NFL sides,
32.
32 NFL sides. Here with my good friend Ben.
That's good. Bend the rules.
Bend the rules on YouTube. Go drop him a subscribe and check his channel out if you haven't. Let's get into things.
Let's do it. All right. So I have a couple. I have one right off the bat that I think need to be dating. So we're matching up these logos to see which ones are dating. And ideally, it should be like an NFL team with a Premier League team, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the general framework. There's a disparity in numbers, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
So my gut in the beginning is to have ones that are the same color be together, but I need to get over that mental hurdle.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
That's
just lazy.
Yeah, that's very lazy.
Being like for just like as an example, being like, I don't know, Manchester United and the Bengals, like their logos are kind of orangish, you know? But would they date? I don't think so.
Listen, I'm gonna forego that rule for the first one because I really think that the Buccaneers and Arsenal need to be together.
Arsenal,
they're gonna be invading shit together.
Okay.
They are a power couple.
Okay, so let's drag this into the workshop here.
Yeah.
So
Arsenal.
We're looking at Arsenal
Buccaneers.
and the Bucks, Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I mean, I would not want to mess with that couple.
That's a pretty violent team.
Yeah.
A pretty violent duo. But I think you're missing something fairly obvious here, bro.
Which is?
Sheffield United, dog.
No, I was thinking Sheffield United and the Raiders.
Ooh, okay. So let's
because they even have the black backdrop with the swords. Now, I just think that they're matches made in heaven, like these two couples.
Okay.
Because I think that specifically the one on the left is like pirate ship. Yeah, you need a cannon on your pirate ship. And then the one on the right is also like kind of pirate related. But I feel like the black backdrop and the crossed swords together, that's what puts them together.
Yeah. I mean, I could see that.
I'm not as passionate about the ones on the right, but I'm very passionate about Arsenal and the Buccaneers being together.
And this is, just to clarify, this is a purely aesthetic choice.
Yeah, nothing to do with the actual teams.
Yeah, no lore, history, trophies. Like who cares about that? Like we're talking about Arsenal here.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think this is
put him down in the
fine kind of starting point.
Put him in the marriage zone.
We're gonna put him in this little section here.
In this little pasture.
All married.
Make sure put them a little closer to each other like that.
Yeah,
there you go. Yeah, I like how the flag sticks out of it.
Yeah, there. Maybe
yeah, that's fine.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So our first couples are the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Arsenal, Sheffield United and the Raiders. Let's zoom in. Sorry, chat. Zoom in there. And those are the first two couples. So I'm gonna throw out some ones that I think are kind of standouts to me. I think
can you make it so we can see them all?
Yes.
Zoom out a little bit.
Yes, I got that. This audio is gonna be so clanky with me going over my mic like this. But I see Fulham here. And when I see Fulham, I kind of can't help but see them in a relationship with the Falcons.
I think it's the color scheme.
The color scheme's messing me up here, and I feel like this would be like the obvious choice. And that was the first thing that stuck out. But like you said, I don't want to be lazy about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like if we were to split these two, like find a partner for each of them, it would do us a world of good to kind of weed out some contenders.
Okay. So what do you think? I'm having a tough time finding someone off the bat for Fulham. I think it's best to choose, for now at least, choose an NFL logo and then look at the Premier League logos because there's so many NFL logos.
Let's start with the Falcons.
All right, let's start with the Falcons.
We have the Falcons. We are going to exclude Fulham because that is going to be a little too on the nose.
So I've had this thought before. I think that the NFL logos are the girls and the EPL logos are the guys. I don't know if you've had this thought as well, but this is definitely something that came to mind immediately. I feel like
I had it flipped. I'm gonna be honest with you.
You had it flipped?
Yeah, bro. The NFL logos strike me as like, I mean, like kind of like the breadwinners of the relationship in a
So
weird
why
way.
can't the girls be the breadwinners?
They can be, but I think it's the hyper masculinity of the NFL and the fact that the NFL is just this kind of like
I'm just looking at
super
the
rich
logos
league.
and completely forgetting about the leagues themselves.
That's
Like I
fair.
feel like the with the exception of Wolves, I feel like the NFL logos are much more just aesthetically pleasing to look at. Like dudes are ugly, but like once you get to know them, they can be kind of cool, you
Yeah,
know?
yeah.
And that's how I feel about the EPL logos. It's like there's some history there, and like maybe if you have a conversation with them, they can be nice. But I would never look at like the Everton logo and be like, "Wow,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
sexy," you
This
know?
is not a sexy logo by
No. And
any stretch of
I
the
think I
imagination.
don't think many of them are sexy. I think that they're more
There's a
like
couple that are kind of snazzy looking, some bachelors, but I see where you're coming from.
yeah.
So if this is our in your case, this is our bride to be.
Mhm.
Who would I see as the best fit minus Fulham?
I know.
I have okay. I have my team that I think would.
Who is it?
Do you have your
Yeah,
team?
yeah, I have
You
mine.
want to do on like three, two,
No,
one?
you go first.
Me first.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not super passionate about mine. Go ahead.
I kind of feel like Brentford. I know.
Okay. I mean,
Like
they can both fly.
they both fly. They both have this kind of like see these
Mhm.
jagged like lines here on like
I
the
see that.
bee's
No, I
wings,
see that.
and
Yeah,
then the
yeah.
like kind of jagged
Mhm.
like I guess feathers from the falcon there.
Yeah.
That's kind of like where my heart's
No,
at with
I do
this,
think that that's the best match for Brentford would be the Falcons, to
right?
be honest. I don't see a better one.
Like
So
I don't see anything like it's not going to be like the 49ers or the Chiefs,
no, no,
right? Like
no.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
Are
good.
we
I
good with
think that's
that?
good. Yeah, you
All
could
right,
lock that in.
let's lock that in.
Good call.
Good call. So let's make these
Nice.
do some like rotation action.
Hmm.
Uh,
Kind of weird. I like it. All right.
yeah.
Next.
Um, any suggestions? Anything that leaps out? Anybody you want to
All right.
marry?
So I think Wolves is by far the best EPL logo. Like
Okay.
I think Wolves is like a catch. And so
Yeah.
I think that we can't let it get too deep because I think Wolves basically gets the first pick for the NFL logos. Like I don't think there's many NFL logos who could reject the Wolves logo. I do
Few would.
have a first
Like a gut reaction.
gut reaction,
Yeah. Let's hear it.
and that's the Saints, but I don't know. I'm not passionate
The
about that.
Saints.
I just like
Are
the
you
sleekness of the logo.
are you serious?
Yeah, I think the Saints is like
It's a nice logo.
mhm.
It's simple.
I think the
But
Saints is like kind of like it's like that religious girl who like you can tell she has that other side to her,
yeah,
and like she's kind of a catch, but like she just doesn't show it.
I feel like you're mixing oil and water here, really. Like Wolves is a party animal. This is like the Tony Stark
Right,
playboy billionaire kind of candidate here.
but
Like,
Saints
this is a
has that
par-
party side. Saints has the party side to her. She just doesn't necessarily show it off the bat.
Okay. Okay.
And I think Saints is going to be the richest one out of all of them.
Can I pose an alternative?
Go ahead.
And it's like I'm in a like bit of two worlds here, but the one that I guess supersedes the other for my suggestion because neither of them would be sane. And I feel like I understand where you're coming from, but I feel like Jacksonville is like there, but also maybe the Rams. Like,
Dude, I don't know.
I
I don't
don't-
like the Rams. I mean, okay, I understand what they're going for with like the Ram comes out of the A, but like we're talking this has to be the best of the best logo. And the Saints, like it's a cool logo. It's very simple.
it's boring.
That's what I like. Well, that's what I like about the Wolves logos. It's very like simple.
But I feel like with all the Premier League logos, right? They're like a lot more kind of as like bachelor material. They're mid to late 30s to mid to late 40s, but like Wolves is like a like a
20
something 100K like
six-pack
plus
abs.
6-pack abs, like stockbroker on Wall Street type, like
Mhm.
finance bro type.
Yeah.
And while the religious like kind of quiet girls fine, this could fizzle out because of how different they're.
See, you're
maybe.
forgetting the crazy side that Saints has to them.
I feel like you're basing that just on the fact that they're from Louisiana, though.
No, it's because
The
I feel like
logo?
there's a little bit of religious symbolism there. No,
Okay.
I think that's just kind of what I see when I see Saints. I mean, other alternatives maybe. I think you have to go with something that's like really strong. Like I think you need Eagles, Broncos, Lions, Vikings maybe.
Like
Maybe.
like
No, I don't think so. No.
I don't know.
Chargers?
Chargers.
Chargers is the flashy.
It is
like,
the flashiest
10 out of
one,
10.
and I feel like this is the flashiest one in the Prem, right? Like this is the flashiest logo that you could find in the Prem.
So I feel like, okay, hear me out. So I think that Wolves and Chargers are like the obvious couple because they're the two like sleek, like 10 out of 10, good looking, like 6-pack abs, like super fit, the Chargers, whatever. But like they're both just kind of like airheads. And then there begins to be this like kind of flirtatious kind of air between Wolves and Saints. And so it ends up being a love triangle in the end. And it's like, is Wolves, who's like this alpha dude, gonna end up with Saints, who's like the sort of quiet, reserved girl with a wild side, or like the like model kind of girl who is sort of airhead?
No, I see this. But you know what? This might sound crazy, but listen, hear me out here.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like all of them, right? Like, I agree on the religious, maybe like bit of a like wild side streak to Saints. I feel like the 6-pack abs kind of vibe for Wolves in terms of like, being like a preeminent bachelor. And the almost like what's the word I'm looking for? Just the relentless like non-stopness of the Chargers. I feel like if they were in a love triangle, that love triangle would just end up becoming some kind of weird like polyamorous couple thing. I could see that happening.
I don't know.
I don't know if we need to like lump them in there, but like I feel like this love triangle, regardless of who settles with who, is going to be riddled with infidelity.
I think that Saints and Chargers hate each other, so I don't think that could happen because.
But do they love Wolves more than they hate each other? Like, let's be real, because this is like realistically, if you're the Saints or the Chargers and Wolves is out of your life, however toxic they may be, what are you going to settle for? Burnley?
I propose you put these three on the left of this slide. Make them small. We'll come back to them.
Yeah. This is taking up far too much time for now.
All right, go back up. Back up. All right. So I have a question for you. Which of the EPL logos do you think is like the most classic, like elegant, kind of like the ones with the circles or the shields or whatever? Like, which one do you think is the most like elegant out of them?
Most elegant.
Not sexy, but elegant.
The circle ones and like the badges?
The circle and the I mean basically all of the rest of them.
Yeah. Honestly, out of like the circle badge ones, I think Brighton sticks.
I think that one's like kind of sexy,
right?
But I don't think it's.
You don't think it's the most? Or are you thinking like?
I'm talking just elegant, like formal, whatever.
Formal,
because that one's kind of sleek, you know.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking like Man U, Chelsea, Aston Villa, Man City.
Like, I
West Ham even is kind of elegant.
I think Chelsea's probably the most like attractive one. It's got the most like ordained kind of features, right?
I think then Chelsea has to be with the Steelers because
I think
Steelers is the most similar logo to the EPL logos.
Okay.
And so I think it's just like elegant. It's not going to date anyone below its social class.
Yeah, because politics does play a part in this.
Yeah.
And like as much as you might want to be like the thing that jumps out at me is like the Lions, but like is Chelsea?
No, Chelsea might settle for the Lions.
Chelsea's shallow.
So I think Chelsea and Steelers are the best. They hate each other, but they love that they can be seen together at functions. It's a status symbol.
They are purely together for career purposes.
Yeah. Put them, lock it in.
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Control Z. Uh-oh. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. We're gonna make them smaller. Here, maybe.
Yeah, right there in the corner.
Actually,
put them front and center because they need to be front and center. They need to be. They're
definitely the
top and middle.
They're definitely the bougiest of the couple.
Yeah.
Top and middle.
Top, no, like top, middle. Yeah, right there, right on top.
They can't. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
They have to. Next, I want to ask you a question about your favorite team, the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah,
because I feel like of the NFL contenders, the Bills logo wise strikes me as that like a very kind of like maybe like a jock airhead type, you know?
I think it's a great logo.
It's a great logo.
I think it's very strong. I've always wondered like what the red thing really is. I've always wondered that my whole life. I've been a Bills fan for 20 years, and I've never really known.
It looks
kind
of like a
I just love it. It's very strong. Go up. Let's see. I would not settle for anything short of like a West Ham or an Aston Villa to be with the Bills.
West Ham or Aston Villa.
Yeah.
I feel like
maybe even like a Man City.
I feel like West Ham and Aston Villa are kind of boring. United, I could see.
I like Aston Villa because it's strong but simple, kind of like the Bills. We're talking a couple here that's gonna go for like 9-mile runs on Saturday mornings.
Okay, I kind of have. I feel like this might be a little too sleek for the Bills, but Bournemouth's like the kind of the hair thing kind of reminds me of the sash here. Both kind of like maybe like.
See, I would go Bournemouth and like Vikings or something.
Bournemouth and Vikings, I don't know. For Bills though, I feel like you have I think it's either got to be something with like one of like a creature on it, like.
Yeah, I think that's why I picked Aston Villa. I think the Aston Villa and Bills are a great.
I mean, let's see how they look combo. Side by side.
Yeah, like that's the kind of couple. It's like they're gonna they're just gonna talk about working out and like these they're a sporty couple, and they'd probably do CrossFit if we're being honest. Yeah.
Lock it in.
Yeah, lock it in.
Birmingham to Buffalo. See how we could.
Yeah, put them right there in the river. They're swimming.
They're literally swimming.
All right.
Okay. So next up. You have anybody that kind of like sticks out to you? I have something.
What is it?
So I think a logo that's really kind of like nice in the Premier League and classic, kind of like almost like an old money type, even though obviously Newcastle like is a very working class city. It's just the logo is so elegant, right?
Very elegant,
it's very opulent. It's got like a lot of garnish, maybe a bit gaudy.
Definitely has money.
It definitely has money, especially now.
But not in the way that Chelsea's logo has money.
No,
Chelsea wants to flaunt its money.
Yes.
No, Newcastle's old money.
No, I mean, yeah. Logo wise,
very elegant.
Yes. Chelsea would be new money, like design logo aesthetically. But for Newcastle, I feel like one that kind of like this is like a very like kind of like I almost get like a military couple vibe, right? Like they're stationed somewhere, they're like traveling the world. And for some reason, like it's either gonna be the Cowboys or the Panthers.
I can see the Cowboys. Right? I think Cowboy. I don't get the military couple vibe, but I see the connection.
Maybe not military couple, but like that was the wrong phrase. These two are like very kind of like I think old money trad couple type, very traditionalist. They go to church every Sunday.
Oh yeah.
They like don't cuss. They got a swear jar or something
for their kids. Yeah.
Everybody.
Yeah.
Even like a frick.
Yeah.
No
fricks. Yeah. No, I agree with that. That's a good one.
Are we good with that?
Yeah.
Lock that in.
Are we still recording?
I think we are.
Nice.
I mean, we should be.
I'm on my Geo Wizard out here.
Are you on your Geo
This dude, like every video, he's like, "Am I recording?"
If we could, maybe like a star.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. I like that. Yeah, just lock it in. No, a little bit bigger because now it blends in. That's fine. Yeah, that's good.
Right. Okay. Okay. So the herd is kind of thinning out for Premier League. Slowly but surely.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of, I guess, who's at the top of the list for the NFL logos right now? Who
I think that the Eagles, the Broncos, the Dolphins.
Dolphins is up. Dolphins can't go unmatched.
Yeah.
Right? And okay. I have maybe a contender for Dolphins. I'm thinking that the Dolphins and Brighton give me kind of like I could see these two getting along.
So I think that the Dolphins, out of all the ones left, is just like the sleekest logo.
Yeah.
Like I think that is a very like attractive human being, the Dolphins, right?
Yeah.
And let me know what you think about this, but I was thinking that the nerdiest one that's left up there in the EPL is Tottenham.
Okay.
And I think that even though Tottenham is kind of like geeky, he has like sort of this little charm to him, and so he's able to kind of like woo the Dolphins.
I see what you're saying. So kind of like an opposites attract type of thing.
Opposites attract, and like it's not the kind of thing that you would think at first, but then he kind of like woos her over time because he tells a good joke here and there. He knows how to do.
They're friends for a while.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
They like cross paths, similar social circles, and all of a sudden, one day, like
he pushes her out from a bus that's gonna hit her.
Oh my
something.
God, you're gonna die.
Yeah,
you saved my life.
Like she never even saw it as a possibility of them dating, and then one day realized that he had feelings for her, and then she looked inside herself and realized that those feelings were also there on her end as well. Yeah.
I think we lock it in.
Yeah, I think we lock it in.
Wow, that's a beautiful story. That's worthy of like an Emmy or something.
Top right corner.
Top right feels proper. Gotta
in the sky.
Make it a bit small.
That looks good.
Something like that.
Yeah, I think it looks good, to be honest.
Don't like that.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay. All right. So we have a lot of the big Premier League sides first.
Yeah.
But there's also like okay. So I think who do you think is the hardest Premier League side? Like to find a mate for? Because I think I know who mine is. I think it's Burnley. Burnley's like
which one's Burnley? Oh,
this is Burnley.
Yeah. That's fair.
Burnley is like
really awkward. Like has a lot going on. Is just all over the place. Like look at all that. There's like 4 different types of animals on there. There's just like a hand. Like there's just too much going on, and
Burnley's
it's
seen a lot.
Burnley has to get his own shit together before he can really get into like a long-term relationship, and so that's why I think he needs like the most wild, like just
like they're like a immovable object meets an unstoppable
force, like
right?
Also doesn't have their shit together and is just really all over the place. Go up a little bit. I get those vibes from Tennessee Titans, to be honest.
Titans is a good shout.
Yeah,
I think the Titans kind of works.
It's like just a flame, like a ball of fire.
But at least it's somewhat consistent. And this is, I guess, somewhat consistent, but this is, I think, a bit more kept together. I feel like
the question is, will the Titans like be able to?
What about like Baltimore is a little scraggly.
She's got that like kind of craziness in her eyes.
The mad. She's got like a mad like.
That's fair, yeah. And she sees Burnley as being this kind of like nutcase and is like, maybe I can control this dude, you know, like maybe I can.
And I think to an extent, maybe the Ravens is like, you know, they put themselves on this pedestal, yet, you know, criticizing Burnley all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But in a way, Burnley and them are probably equally as parts unkempt, and to like a degree, you know, just like kind of unhinged.
Burnley only stays in the relationship because he knows that he could never get anyone better than the Ravens.
Yes. Like Burnley's like, you know, batting a bit like higher up.
Just a bit above his league, and the Ravens know that. So then they kind of abuse. It's not a good relationship. Yeah, it's not a good relationship.
They're like probably one of the first to bust, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I think
or get arrested. Yeah, lock it in and put the Ravens like somehow either on top of like the logo removed. Or cover the bird with the Ravens logo.
Ah, I see what you're saying. We could put like Burnley right there. 1 sec. Move this for a second. Oh gosh. All right, so I think Burnley like kind of like right there, and then you could have the Ravens. Maybe like
just like that.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh nah. All right. Titans. I feel like bringing up the Titans is good because as far as Premier League logos go, this is obviously an NFL logo, but compared to the Premier League logos, this is like a lot sleeker than most.
Bro, the Titans is the new girl in school, and she is the only one who can mess up the love triangle with wolves and comes in and just steals wolves.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah,
I think you're right.
I think that's
they
what
both
it
got
is.
The jagged, like kind of pointed vibe. Mm-hmm.
Like just when Chargers and Saints have wrecked each other so much, like Wolves starts to see the flaws in both of them.
You know what's crazy too? Because you look at the Saints and you look at the Chargers, and they're cool logos, right? They're nice logos that have like personality and stuff, but they're a bit one note. And
Titans has it all.
Titans is there.
Has the
they
kind
have the
of
flair.
Like
look at the flame there. Yeah. Like because imagine these two logos now, like with that, like if we could do position real quick, hold up, then do something like that. Oh my god!
Wow, dude, that goes hard.
That's locked.
All right, so basically, Titans has the sexy factor that the Chargers logo has.
Yeah, dude.
But it also has its shit together like the Saints one does, and it's just the total package. Comes in and just swoops Wolves.
I feel like Wolves has now got this like even greater swagger to them. You know?
Yeah.
It's like literally. Oh my god, dude! It's like a meteorite.
Yeah. This one,
somewhere.
Right there.
Oh my god, it's
make it a little bigger.
Yeah, it deserves it. Oh gosh, got a shift in there.
Wow. Yeah, that's amazing.
Almost like stealing the party and the thunder and the limelight from Steelers and Chelsea and even the Raiders and.
Oh Sheffield. Yeah, like Steelers and Chelsea want to be the power couple, but this is the power couple.
This is the power couple. They're made for each other. Yeah. In the wildest of ways. Damn. These two gotta go up there. They are.
I was gonna say now they start dating each other. Like I know you brought that up earlier.
Okay.
Because we already have extra NFL logos anyways, so I feel like some of them are gonna be left alone or just end up dating each other.
Okay.
So yeah, they are like we need attention now. Yeah, that looks decent. That looks decent.
Yeah.
And so now they think that they're like somehow in some way like making Wolves jealous.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not.
No. Well, because Wolves is like Wolves is fine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wolves is because dude, you know what the craziest part about Wolves is?
Yeah.
Because you see them here, the Saints and the Chargers, and you're like, okay, like they got like a spaceship, maybe vibe going together, you know. Kind of like futuristic.
No, Wolves is a meteor that comes in wrecks.
It's a meteor that wrecks them.
Yeah.
And they have all three primary colors.
Wow. No. Yeah, it does.
Red, blue, yellow.
Holy, wow.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's just because they're just boring out. It's just blue and yellow and white and like some beige.
That's amazing.
Oh, that is a brutal one. And they're on opposite sides of the party, you know?
Yeah. No. Yeah, Wolves has completely forgotten that either one of those two logos exists.
Yeah, Wolves is crashing their wedding.
I think the hardest one for me, what's the one on the top right? Fulham?
Fulham.
I don't know where to put them. I know we had a problem with this. earlier, and I just don't know
Fulham.
who they would go with.
Fulham is like I'm getting like 9 to 5, punch in, punch out, very content, like most like standard kind of just the heart and soul of the middle class is the vibe I'm getting from whoever is gonna have to be the
Yeah, that's
foil
fair.
to
Like
Fulham.
this guy goes to work,
Yep,
works his job, doesn't hate his job, doesn't love his job.
No, just
has a decent paycheck, drives a decent car. Yeah, and just kind of run of the mill. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Fulham.
Yeah, so I think Fulham.
Like, what's the most average NFL logo? I think I have a couple of contenders.
There's a couple. I feel like the Patriots are in the contention. Maybe the Texans.
Maybe
the Giants.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, honestly. Either Giants or Packers, or even Bears. I think Bears is a little bit more classic, so I think Giants or Packers. Like, I think you just want like some letters as well. Who's like, all right, it's an aesthetically pleasing logo.
Okay.
This is like going to be a nice companion, but again, it's like, it's the kind of couple where it's like, what do they talk about? Like, do they have? Is there another level to this couple,
or is it just surface?
Yeah,
level?
Is it just surface level?
I think it's the Texans then.
Really?
Because like
for me, the Texans is someone who was hot in high school and has just kind of lost it at this point. And like I see the star as like a piercing or a tattoo or something that like they try to make themselves more attractive.
The Texans dated the Patriots like back in their heydays.
Oh no, they're like sisters or something.
Think so.
They're related, yeah. They're in the same family. I mean, they have the star and the same colors.
But you just said the star is like a tattoo or a piercing.
Yeah, but like they're going for the same vibe. They're either best friends or sisters. Let's say they're best friends then.
Okay.
They got matching tattoos on vacation.
Okay. Okay. So can I throw out somebody possibly for contention for Fulham? I just feel for some reason that one of San Francisco or Kansas City kind of just I get this yearning. Maybe like Kansas City, like both the badge of Fulham, and then Kansas City as like the arrowhead.
I like San Francisco. I was gonna say Jets, but I think that San Francisco is a good alternative to both the Chiefs and the Jets. I think San Francisco is someone who might have peaked in college, but that's not to say that they now have a bad life. It's just like they kind of yearn for college a little bit.
Yeah.
And
remembering stuff a bit too much,
Yeah, exactly.
Too nostalgic.
And I think that those logos go very well together.
Yeah. The fonts are similar. And I feel like, Fulham's in that kind of same boat. They love to ponder on the yesteryears together.
I think that in the end, once they have kids together, they'll find fulfillment.
Yeah,
they're definitely struggling like late 20s.
Yeah.
As soon as they have kids, I think their outlook will change.
Yeah, it'll settle things, kind of like paper over the cracks almost. It's
yeah, right there. It's perfect shape. Yeah.
Perfect. All right, so I feel like Luton's been sitting there. And I feel like
I've been eyeing Luton.
Luton I feel like out of the remainders, like Luton, it might be one of the more like unique kind of individualistic logos, And the hat, the wheat, the beehive, the bees, the flowers.
I have a suggestion.
Okay.
Do you have one in mind? Because I do. I think it's the LA Rams. I think that they're kind of a weird couple. And it's like, what's good with these people? But like, I think they get along very well. Like they're kind of like
I can see what you're going for.
Yeah. It's like I don't know if I would want to live this life, but I see that they're having fun.
They're fine with it. Okay. That I have maybe one alternative. And I think said alternative, because while these two are weird together,
I think they go to festivals together.
Yeah, like stuff
the
like
occasional rave, like
Luton. I don't know if Luton. I could see it. Yeah,
like kind of out there,
like,
a little bit flamboyant.
But like in their day to day, they're like very normal. Not that you have to be weird to go to a rave or nothing, but like you wouldn't like pin them as like people that are very like adventurous, but in a way they are. Like,
they definitely have like weird or fun hobbies. Like
yeah.
Luton, I mean, you can tell, definitely keeps bees.
Yeah.
Like very into nature.
Mm-hmm.
Like they definitely go hiking a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, I really think that the Rams is the perfect match.
Okay,
Personally.
can I just introduce a possible alternative? And I don't know if this is the best option. I don't know why the Colts.
I thought that earlier. I remember thinking that.
The Colt, like, it just kind of feels like
that does go together pretty well.
Like, if we, like they feel like the Colts is like the protector here.
Can you put Colts behind?
Yeah.
But still smaller.
Smaller?
Yeah. Like just put it how you just had it, just around that part there. Okay. And then put Colts behind.
Let me just make it a little bit.
Even a bit smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then put it behind.
Yeah. Might go hard.
Ooh. That looks good. Yeah. Now I can't even see the Rams with them anymore.
No, right? That's.
But what I will say is, if there were to be a couple that's into polyamory, it would be this one. So I wouldn't be shocked if sometimes they like invite Rams in for some fun.
So listen, I feel like Luton is like in the relationship is like the kind of crunchy liberal type, and the Colts is obviously like the protective, like very like like traditional, less like another kind of opposites attract type of situation.
Mm-hmm.
And while like in public, the Colts would never ever dare like seem to give off any sort of vibe of like kind of like disrupting the sanctimony of monogamy. Mm-hmm. Behind closed doors, they welcome the Rams.
Literally an animal.
Yeah,
all right, listen.
Welcomes the
Rams.
So
here's what you have to do. You have to put them together.
Okay.
And then you put the Rams like very close to them. And like from the public point of view, it's like this best friend who's like a little bit too close to the couple. Wheel. Yeah. From the public perspective, everyone's a little bit curious as to exactly what's going on. Yeah. But in reality, like you said, behind closed doors, all bets are off. So yeah, I think that's what you got to do. Is you put them together and then the Rams just off to the side.
Let's make them a little smaller.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Getting crowded down here.
Mm-hmm. Got some corners still.
We do.
All right.
Got to make this a bit smaller. I'm like that maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Zoom out, I think too. Gosh, I think I'm gonna add a third or a fourth page, so we could see it a bit better.
Okay, that's fine.
So that's looking pretty. That's looking pretty nice.
I think so.
Okay, let's go back up to the top because it's getting there.
Yeah, only a few clubs left,
dude. I think who do you want to match up an NFL team to start or a Prem team?
I think we need to start picking Prem teams. There's only a few left.
There is only a few left.
All right, so I think I want to see Forest. I think that's who I want to do next.
Okay, Forest. Forest, a good shout. Forest, honestly, Forest, I feel like is a bit of a wild child.
I think that the Forest needs to be with one of the birds.
With one of the birds, okay.
That's what I think, because it's a tree. Birds live in trees. Either the Eagles or the Seahawks, I think.
Yeah. I mean, you can't get much better with the birds than like an eagle or a Seahawk. Like, I don't even know if there's any other birds that exist out there.
This is definitely another one where there's some animosity between
these two. Never ever gonna be into the eye. Mm-hmm. This is like,
I mean, they're looking at each other by design.
Yeah,
like
it should be like this.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Are we just making this into a love triangle?
I don't know if it's a love triangle because I think the Seahawk and the Eagle kill one another. One of them goes down first, like in the forest, like because they're not sharing the forest.
So I think that we should like freeze it at this moment in time, then, and just put it there.
Just like kind of put up in the top corner like we did. Okay.
Or, even no. I think we put this in the final picture before the resolution. And leave it for the audience to decide who wins this fight.
Okay. Comment down below. Who deserves Nottingham Forest? Is it the Seattle Seahawks or the Philadelphia Eagles? It's honestly a coin toss. Who do you got?
The Eagle is definitely more menacing.
Okay.
But the Seahawk is like, I don't want to mess with the Seahawk.
I
like
think
the
Seahawk's
looks
a bit more scrappy.
Mm-hmm.
Like the
Eagle talks a big game.
The Eagles, like, you know, the Eagles kind of been at the top their whole life, I feel like. And the Seahawk has probably had a bit more of a rockier upbringing and maybe are a bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Just a bit more street smart, you know, a bit more head on their swivel, you know, like a bit more agile. But yeah, I think we'll leave this as a standoff
to decide.
Comment below.
The proof is trivial and left to the reader. Are you gonna put that on the next page?
Oh no.
Okay.
We're gonna make it kind of tinier.
Okay.
We should probably make Newcastle and
them
a bit tinier because they're taking up a lot of space.
Yeah, they don't deserve that much space.
I mean, it's a nice combo.
For sure.
But like, they could like sit up there.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. They look cute. And then we can make these guys bigger.
No, it's okay because we got more coming.
Oh yeah, that's facts. All right. I feel like West Ham I want to get rid of. Not to like not get rid of. I just think West Ham.
I've said a few times that they should have been gone already. But I think that West Ham, I have my pick, but I think that the Vikings is a great shot for them.
That is actually really wild. I see exactly what you mean.
Yeah, that looks great. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's like it's supposed to be there. Yep.
Just
another couple you wouldn't want to mess with.
No. This couple would jump you.
Do anything?
No, they'd jump you. They would. You're telling me these two after like some tequila would get
after
like
a few
really
beers,
rowdy.
after a few pints,
they would fight other couples.
All right, that's fair.
They would they would curb stomp the Dolphins and Tottenham.
Yeah.
It would be they would literally fight to the death. It's a nice one.
All right, next.
All right. Next up, I'm feeling one of these three.
Bro, who are you feeling for your squad? I'm sorry, but
oh my god, bro. You know, I've been here kind of avoiding it because
I have been too, but like that's your squad, you know?
I know it's my squad. And listen, like as a Liverpool fan, it's hard for me to I love this logo and it had like I'm gonna be biased about this. This is out of all the logos, I think one of the most kind of flashier ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have like a lot of ornate kind of like designs, the bird.
By EPL standards, it's very flashy.
Yeah. It's definitely got a lot of charm. But out of the logos that remain, I think there's two. Mm-hmm. And I think it's either one of these two for me, maybe. The Chiefs and the Broncos kind of stick out. I don't know what you think about that.
For me, it's the Broncos. That was my pick, to be honest. But then I thought, what about the Broncos and go up? The Broncos and Brighton. Because I think Brighton is another good shot.
Brighton with the Broncos.
I think those are the two sexiest logos left. What if you made the Bronco the bird?
We could do that. Hold on. Okay. So we'll pair these two up because I see where you're coming from here. Oh yeah.
Ooh yeah, just a little bit smaller. No. Bigger for that.
One sec.
Yeah. Looks pretty good.
Yeah, you can't really even see. Let's do a little rotation.
Nice.
Oh yeah, that's about as good as we'll get.
Good.
On
I think that's a good logo.
Yep. There we go. Zoom in a bit to that one.
Just so we can see the family party here.
Yeah, it's getting real raucous. It's getting raucous in there. And they're at the end of the stream kind of chilling at the back. Mm-hmm. You know, they could fly, they could run, they could do all.
I think they're the best all around couple.
Yeah.
Like I think that the only they're more intelligent than Wolves and Titans. Wolves and Titans is like they can kind of do anything and like if they set their mind to it, they'll get it.
They're like a celeb power couple.
Yeah. Broncos and Brighton, they're a little bit more kind of behind the scenes, but I'm trying to have a wine night with.
They're far more responsible.
Yeah, for sure.
They're more in line.
Sure.
They're more responsible, and I feel like they're also more resourceful.
I would much rather be good friends with that couple.
But you would prefer the picture with Wolves and Titans. Would you not like the photo op?
I'm trying to go out with Wolves and Titans.
Yeah. You want to be seen on a night out with them, but you want to like.
But not only just I want to be seen with them. Like I also want to hang out with them and experience them. Like, I very much like Wolves and Titans. I'm just saying, like, if I'm having an intellectual conversation, I would rather talk to Broncos and Brighton.
Totally. Yeah. But for Wolves and Titans, you're going there for the cosmic, cataclysmic kind of.
Yeah,
conundrum that comes from a night out with them. It's just
You're
like
never having a boring
explosive.
time with
Yeah,
them.
it's just pure chaos and carnage.
All right.
Back to
Liverpool.
Liverpool. I feel like I'm leaning towards maybe the Pats even.
I think the Pats. I think the Pats. I was gonna say maybe Giants. I think the Pats and Liverpool go together well. I don't think that it's a couple that like you would be like, oh, they should date at first, but once they're together.
I have an idea. I know how we're gonna merge them. Tell me that ain't got a
Yeah, that's pretty great. Yeah, it's exactly. It's like at first you don't see it, but once they're together, it's like, all right, that's perfect. Like, I can never picture them being apart.
Yeah, we gotta kind of rotate a bit. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's nice. I feel like these two are the life of the party in a way. They're kind of like they're bringing some responsible kind of like power couple vibes, like somebody that like you said with the Broncos and Brighton, it kind of is somebody you'd want to have a more intellectual conversation with, but I feel like they've got that kind of like layer, maybe not to the degree of a Wolves and Titans, not whatsoever, but definitely out flaring maybe like Tottenham.
This couple is hilarious.
They're funny.
Yeah,
they're jokesters. We'll put them over here, I think.
All right, let's see. What's next?
All right. Okay, so there's 5 Premier League sides left?
Yeah.
Anybody that you really like have we have both Manchester sides, which is like crazy that they haven't been matched up this far.
I think Crystal Palace and Lions is an easy choice. I think that they're the two most active left. Like they always have energy. It's like always a good time when you see them. Lions kind of has a darker side to him, maybe a little bit. But like Crystal Palace holds him down.
Yeah. But I need to see them together. You know, I need this kind of like visual. Okay, so the Lions are there, looking pretty, a little wild, but like still respectable. And I feel like that's kind of the same. Yeah. Like you look at Palace. Palace also got that kind of like fiery side to them. A bit more like, a bit more engaging, a bit more kind of like into extracurriculars, whether that is like a physical activity or just going and
I think they definitely do sports together.
Yeah.
They definitely go to the gym.
They go to the gym.
But they're not weird about it like the other.
Yeah, they're not like making a scene about it. They're just there. But
who was the other sports couple we had?
Ooh, it was definitely Broncos.
No. It was the CrossFit couple.
CrossFit couple. Ooh, who was the CrossFit couple? Oh man. Not them.
No.
Dude, I think it was the
No, we just did them.
Was it Wolves and?
No. The hell?
Athletic.
It wasn't Ravens. It wasn't Brentford and Falcons.
Nah.
Oh, it was Bills and Aston Villa.
Yeah, it was Bills and Aston Villa.
Yeah. Like Bills and Aston Villa are like weird about their sports.
Yeah.
Like these people are like, let's climb a mountain, and it's like, yeah, I would climb a mountain with these guys.
Yeah, for them it's just another Saturday.
Yeah.
And it's not like, oh my god, this is our like fitness journey. They're like, oh, this is us. They just live it. They're more of a lifestyle couple. Like, I feel like the Lions and Palace, they really are more kind of like ingratiated in the, like, they're not just going to the gym. They're like eating healthy. They're out there kind of like not maybe going out as much, not doing as many drugs. Whereas
The rest of
I mean,
them
you
do
look
a
at the
lot of
Bills. The
drugs, yeah.
Bills definitely have some PEDs.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of that logo combo? It's kind of,
I think it's okay.
it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
All right.
Okay. So 4 teams remain in the Premier League.
I think Everton and the Texans are an obvious choice, but like maybe I'm wrong. I think that both of them are kind of past their primes a little bit.
I like Everton and the Panthers, maybe.
It's okay too, yeah.
Bournemouth. I think Bournemouth deserves a good mate.
Yeah, I mean, who's the best? I think Bournemouth and the Giants. It's like,
The-
yeah, like they don't really.
I don't know, man.
You don't see them out much, and it's like, all right, like maybe they're not the best looking couple together, but I do think that they get along very well and they enjoy each other's company a lot. See, look, the Giants literally fills in the missing piece.
I mean, it does fit in kind of nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just do them. I'm shipping it.
Yeah, I'm shipping it. Bottom right corner. They're kind of out of the way.
No.
They're in the bush.
Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah, they're the type of couple to like spend a Sunday knitting together.
It's like I don't really know what they do. Like they don't hang out with other couples.
No.
They each kind of have their own friend group that they hang out with, but they don't go on double dates.
No, they have work friends.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And once they come home, all they talk about is work gossip. I think the Rams has to be a bit more like
intertwined.
Yeah, like just kind of like
good.
almost like encroaching. Okay, so we have 3 Premier League clubs left. I think
that the Manchesters are a gay couple.
You think they're a gay couple?
Yeah, they kind of fit together.
I mean, they do. They do, but like wait. This is gonna make people upset, bro.
Yeah, I think that's perfect.
Gross.
No, that's perfect. Yep.
Okay. I think they're a gay
that looks
couple,
great.
but I think they might be swinging with another gay couple, bro. And I think that one would be the Bengals and Browns. Like, am I nuts?
Yeah, I think the Bengals and Browns should date.
Like look at it this way.
I don't think that they're swinging because I think like they're gay and they're lesbian, but I think that like they're good friends. I think that they hang out a lot. And like maybe that curiosity is always there.
I don't think maybe like I'm thinking that they're both sets of swingers who are friends and will go to these events together.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Right? Like
fair enough.
like you said, maybe it's not this is the lesbian couple.
Mm-hmm.
It's the gay couple. And I think what it comes down to is maybe
I
really
love the Manchester.
I think it works, right?
Yeah, it does.
I think yeah. I think that works.
Mm-hmm.
They're like they help each other get the perspective that they need from the other side. Let's do it.
All right.
That's crazy. This is the city of Manchester will be ablaze.
All right, perfect.
Just in the middle of the bend there. Bended the rules.
Ayo. All right, one more. Oh, they got to be near each other.
Oh, they do.
Switch them with Saints and Chargers. Although they might swing with Saints and Chargers every once in a while.
Well, Saints and Chargers just need the validation, right?
Yeah.
Like they're
doing they are really kind of
they're really trying to keep it together.
They're getting with anyone possible.
Yeah.
After what happened.
Look how wide that wingspan is.
Yeah.
They're like literal open arms.
Yeah.
So Everton
has
a lot of contenders.
But none of them are that good, I think, is the thing. I think that their logo kind of vibes the best with the Jets.
With the Jets?
Yeah, with the Jets. I mean, it's kind of like they both have the name of the team written.
8 logos right here that are possibly up for Everton.
Yeah.
And I could see maybe the Jets, maybe not.
You think they're too similar?
I don't know if they're too. I don't know. I don't
I
think
think
they're
they're
really
very
similar. You think they're
very
similar?
Yeah, I mean they both just have like the name. Like, all right. I think that Everton doesn't necessarily. I think it's a sleek logo for EPL standards. But I think that the Jets is like a kind of old school logo, and I think most of the EPL logos are old school. So I think that they're very similar. Yeah, like maybe their dads are friends.
I think Everton strikes me as more like instead of the Jets, like I would maybe like the Packers.
Yeah, I think Packers or Bears. I think I really can't see them being with the Texans because the Texans are, like I said, the girl who peaked in high school.
The Bears. Okay, wait.
I think the Bears is okay. Wait. Ooh, turn it sideways.
Like this?
And put it over one. No, the other way. And put it over one of the C's. No. Yeah. No. Keep going.
This way?
Yeah, right there.
Like this?
Yeah. And then put it over one of the reeds on the top left.
Ah, wait. I see where you're doing. Like this?
Yep.
I have an idea.
You could also put it on over the whole thing. Make it
bigger. Like this?
Kind of. Meant, yeah, that's fine. And then just put it behind. I don't know if the size is gonna work out. It might be too.
See. It might be. Oh, it's a little jank there.
Try putting it behind and see how it looks.
Okay. Let's just see how it looks here.
Make it bigger.
Don't really love that.
A little bigger.
Nah, not gonna work. I think the Reeds is the nicest option, and I think what we'd have to do, make it just really tiny.
Yeah. I think that looks decent.
And
if you zoom in, you can get more granular with it.
Yeah, that's facts.
There you go.
Ooh,
that looks cool. Ooh, this guy's a genius.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah,
right, cool.
I think this couple is like they're showy a bit, you know, that like they
post on social media a lot.
Yeah, and you know too much about them almost. They're like arguing through one another, through like their followers with one another.
Yeah.
And that's the couples we have, but there are some stragglers here.
I think they all are single. Like I really can't see any of them being with.
I could only see these two. Maybe.
I could see no.
I mean, like if they flip,
I could see Jets and Giants.
Look, they're kissing. Yeah,
they're yelling at each other. I could see Jets, Packers, not with each other, and like Panthers and Jags. I think that the other ones have to be single forever. Yeah, like maybe.
Yeah, this is grasping for straws here. Even though that's a kind of nice. It's kind of cool. And then I don't know. Yeah, I think everyone here is single.
Yeah.
I think these are just single, like bachelors forever, or just incels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like what, 7 logos? Yeah, 7 of those logos.
All right, so go down and let's see
the final results.
Wow,
that looks insane. There's so much going on. Let's run it from the top. We have Arsenal and Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Mm-hmm.
A violent, slightly aggressive couple, but a couple that has a bit of clout, right? Like,
yeah,
definitely like
they've been arrested before.
Yes, together.
Yeah,
like grand larceny. Then you have Newcastle and the Cowboys.
Mm-hmm. Old money,
trad type, kind of like maybe they're a bit of prudes, you know. They don't really.
They do love each other.
They love each other, and but you'll never get more PDA than like a hand holding or like a slight like arm over.
Yeah.
Sometimes
they definitely latch arms while walking down the street.
Yes, that'll happen, but beyond that, they keep themselves kind of private.
Steelers and Chelsea, they wish that they were Newcastle and the Cowboys.
Steelers and Chelsea, I feel like are. Yeah, they try to make everything about them, right? Mm-hmm. They're both trying to stand out. They kind of just end up becoming more alike one another until they're just boring people.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? Oh, Oh, the Raiders and Sheffield United. I feel like they're secure in their relationship.
Yeah, for sure, but they're very like scrappy. Like
Oh yeah.
They're not like getting arrested, but like they're not afraid to be a little bit grimy sometimes, like
Yep.
a little bit sleazy, but they're happy together.
Yeah. Well, I think it's like
definitely the Raiders sells weed.
The Raiders? Yeah. For sure. And Sheffield, I think, to an extent, probably was like had some level of experience. I don't know, shoplifting or something. You know, like hey,
never got caught.
And
like doesn't do it anymore.
No, and it wasn't like I feel like the motives for the Raiders doesn't sell weed because the Raiders needs to make money. Like they make enough money as is. The Raiders has this like
I don't know, dude. I kind of have them as being like kind of working class. Like they're definitely not upset about making the weed money.
No, but I feel like it's more of a thing like the money's good, the money's nice, but the money's just an added plus. Like it's the thrill of it.
Yeah.
And because I don't think they're not selling in a legal state. I think they're selling in in a state where it's like you could
like Arkansas,
like Texas. Yeah. If you're selling it there, you're facing some serious time. So Sheffield's always on edge, but like the Raiders isn't famous. You know what I mean? But they're both still working class.
Dude lost an eye.
Yeah, he domestic dispute.
All right. Anyway, next.
West Ham
not with Sheffield. Previous domestic.
Yeah, previous. West Ham United and the Vikings. Another power couple, I think, right?
They're gonna don't mess with them, basically.
No. Detroit Lions, Crystal Palace. I feel like they're both very.
She holds him down. Or he holds her down. The Lions are crazy.
Yeah. The Lions are nuts. And Palace is kind of there to like. I feel like keep them in order.
Patriots, Liverpool.
Fun, you know.
Yeah,
I think they're fun.
Hilarious,
and both kind of like big on. They're a family couple. They got a few kids, grandmas and grandpas and in-laws nearby. We have the
yeah. You guys need to decide on this one. I don't think we can say much about it.
No, nothing much to say besides this one. But this one's layered.
We kind of talked about that a bit. Like Luton Town, kind of out there. Colts is like gives the air of being this like traditional whatever, but like in reality, the LA Rams are a little bit too close to the relationship.
Yeah, it's definitely border on throuple if it isn't.
Yeah.
I think Aston Villa and the Bills are a good one. I think both kind of like active, like kind of CrossFitters.
But like they'll let you know that they do CrossFit within 30 minutes of meeting you.
Of course, they have the sticker on the back of the car.
Yeah.
It's their personality is being active.
Yeah.
Then I think a more reserved kind of outfit.
Yeah, nobody knows what's good with them.
Yeah, you kind of see them in the grocery store, but they always look content.
And they do
happy.
shop together.
Yeah. They get groceries together. It's very like they're very egalitarian that way. You know, they like to include each other in each other's plans. You know, like consistently. Then we have, I think, a very sound kind of couple with Fulham. In San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah, like we said, right? Like he just kind of has Fulham just kind of has a job, like goes to work, not too interesting of a dude. San Francisco definitely had her best days in college, but that's not to say that she's doing badly now. She just longs for a past that she was living, and then once they have kids, they'll find their fulfillment.
I agree. Moving forward, I mean, I think we have to address the elephant in the room. I thought this would be a power couple.
No, he's nerdy.
He is nerdy.
He's weird.
I think it's dragging down the couple. Like his weirdness is almost outshining the brilliance of the Dolphins. You know, for Spurs.
I think so.
Not in a bad way. Not like that relationship will be like ruined. I just think that Spurs is so weird that everyone looks at the Dolphins as being like a weird by proxy kind of thing, and maybe it's like people didn't expect it, but since they've hit it off so much and people have this maybe negative perception of Spurs, it puts them in a position where it's like now the perception of the Dolphins is, I didn't
also tainted a little bit.
tainted, yeah.
Yeah.
Then the Broncos.
I think this is the relationship that you would probably want to be in the most. Like,
yeah,
it's not the like hottest, like sexiest relationship, but they're very happy.
Mhm.
They are still like two good-looking people. They're intelligent. Like they're doing good things in life.
I agree.
Saints and Chargers, we can't get into that.
Saints and Chargers are a can of worms that I think they're the unhappiest couple.
Oh, of course.
I think they literally
they
just
only date
they
just
all,
to get Wolves' attention. Like
Yeah.
the swing with the Bengals and Browns, like they're just doing anything.
I think they're a couple that like they literally just fake it.
Yeah.
They are
Oh,
simply
yeah.
just faking it,
Yeah.
and they're like, well, maybe if like we become a bit more, you know, like if we're in the spotlight,
Yeah.
maybe Wolves will just like join us.
Like I think Chargers isn't even actually into NFL logos.
no,
No.
no,
Like,
no. The
Saints might be because, like we said, she's got that wild
the
side.
the Chargers,
But
would,
the Chargers are not into NFL logos. They're
No.
only in this relationship because they think that one
they
day
can
it'll-
advance them.
Yeah.
for sure.
Uh-huh.
Then we have, I guess two. You know, we have the Bengals and the Browns as our NFL lesbian couple,
Mhm.
and we have Man City and Manchester United as the Premier League's gay couple, and they frequent similar circles,
Mhm.
go to
So
some.
they're definitely good friends.
Yeah, they're great friends.
Mhm.
Nothing's ever really gone down between the four of them, but they have been like
They've thought about it.
they've thought about it. It's been like floated, but they've just been at these like swinger party things constantly. Like they live in like the same area code. Maybe their kids go to school together, and like it's just
probably,
like
yeah.
it's all very hush hush, like you know,
Mhm.
at the dinner table. But you know, I think they're maybe the most like every other couple is very much like what like these four definitely, you know, they're definitely, you know,
Yeah.
they're getting it on.
Yeah.
But really, it's not like
No,
that.
it's not
They're
like that.
just they really are just
They're
like
just close friends.
it's
That's
wholesome.
all it is.
It's very
Yeah.
wholesome.
Yeah, it is.
But something I don't think is wholesome.
Brentford and the Falcons.
Brentford and the Falcons and Burnley and the Ravens.
Oh, Burnley and the Ravens is the worst relationship here. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
they're toxic. Like they're not gonna break up,
No.
but they are.
Burnley doesn't have the cojones. Burnley would never.
Yeah. Burnley would never, and the
And-
Ravens would never because the Ravens know that they can exert that control over Burnley.
The Ravens to everybody else that's in a couple, and even probably some of these NFLs, like teams that are single, are like that, like almost like a white whale in a way.
Uh-huh.
Like it's like super crazy chick, but really hot. And they're with Burnley, who I feel like most of these logos would be like, that's like a scrubby little logo. Like, why are they with Burnley? But it's just like it's almost put by manipulating Burnley and by almost like becoming this emotionally abusive force.
Yeah,
The
not a
Ravens,
good thing.
horrible thing. Like if you're ever in a relationship like that, like dick.
Mhm.
But the Ravens they have consolidated and gaslit Burnley into this position. So now they're on this pedestal where it's like are you familiar with the phrase mogging? No. It's like when like there's somebody who's like way more attractive than one person.
Okay, I don't think either one of them are attractive.
No, but I think the craziness of like the Ravens like keeps Burnley at bay. You know?
No, I agree.
And who else do we have missing really?
Brentford and the Falcons, we didn't really talk about, but I don't even remember what's good with them. They're both kind of rough around the edges. They got the jaggedness.
Yeah, jaggedness.
I
They're
mean,
slightly uncomfortable.
Yeah.
The combination isn't that great.
No,
Maybe something
it's
like that. That
they're-
kind of hides them. I don't know.
They don't have the best relationship.
They'll see it out.
Yeah, they'll figure it out.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
On the other hand, Wolves and Titans, I mean, that is the sexiest couple here.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think that's the nicest looking.
And they're happy together. They're, like I said, they're not going to sit down and have an intellectual conversation with you.
No.
But they're going to be really fun to hang out with. They care about you. Like, they're genuinely great people. Like,
this is the type of couple
Yeah.
that you go and you go out for a night and you're partying until like 2-3 in the morning. Next thing you know, you're singing karaoke and like by the time you
Yeah.
wake up, you're hungover and you're like, oh my God.
And they'll
They're
like
gone.
make sure that you get home safe. Like they're
Yeah.
just genuinely a role model couple.
They are definitely a role model couple.
Like don't let the fact that they're that attractive make you think that they're not good people.
Yeah.
Okay, so the last question I have for you before we finish is which couple is going to break up the quickest and which one is going to last the longest?
I think the couple that's going to break up the quickest, I think it's the Saints and the Chargers.
Really?
I think they're just going to like keep trying to pull themselves together. But
I think that they know that it's a fake relationship.
That is true, but I think
they're in an open relationship. They only use the fact that they're together to just try to get back with Wolves.
I just feel like one of them is gonna snap.
Yeah,
I think
that's fair.
I think it's probably gonna be the Saints just like feeling like a little weighed down maybe from the Chargers. Like the Chargers just like is a mile a minute. And sometimes like the Saints need something that's a bit more refined, not like as like, hey, hectic, I guess.
I have Everton and the Bears breaking up.
They're
the social media couple.
Yeah.
I just don't think they have it in them.
Yeah.
And then the most rock solid couple here that's going to stay together the longest, I think it's Manchester City and Manchester United.
I don't know.
And on that note, yeah.
I don't know.
That's all I have to say.
That's all you have to say? I think the most rock solid one straight up, I think it's Broncos and Brighton.
Yeah,
I think they just have such a balanced, like, wholesome view of things. They're just like back there chilling, but people admire them. People want to be with them. Like in terms of like, spending time, going to brunch, just getting to know one another's families. I think they're the most like family first. Maybe.
Yep. All right.
Yeah, those are my thoughts on the video. And we've made some pretty interesting and notable couples here. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about possible couples and possible solitary logos. It's a fun video to make. Thank you, Ben, for joining me.
Thanks for having me, bro.
Check out Ben's channel at Ben the Rules on YouTube. Check out my channel and subscribe if you haven't. And if you're new, like the video if you enjoyed. Comment down below with your thoughts on all of these couples.
Especially what's going to happen between Forest, Seahawks, and Eagles.
Yes. This is almost needs its own section. Comment down below who deserves Forest, the Seahawks or the Eagles. That's really what we need to know. And on that note, thank you so much for watching. I'm Sideline Sedo.
Ben the Rules.
Peace.